Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Thanks to Skylar Cole for that stirring rendition of our national anthem. And we'll be right back. And we've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks, everyone, for joining us here in the start of a new season. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. And a look at the status here of both teams' injured players and who will not be in the lineup.
And it feels early to be already missing players from the lineup, but how these teams respond will impact the outcome of this game.
A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. Zohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. In the backcourt, it's the veteran Paul paired with Castle, and it's Johnson in at the small forward position. And for the Mavericks, Irving on the wing along with Thompson. Washington and Lively hold down the post for him. And it's Doncic in at the 1 spot. Coaching staffs, Clark, have certainly grown since your time in the league. Do you think that can lead to too many voices in the locker room?
I really don't think that's an issue, Kevin, because no matter how many coaches you have, typically they are all in sync, and the head coach has usually put his staff together, and therefore they're moving in the same direction. What a sweet assist by CP3.
Here's Doncic. Pass to Washington. Dallas moving it around. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Well, he's a stretch forward now with a dangerous outside shot. Washington loves letting that one fly from there.
From downtown, Castle misses. Outside Irving. Doncic outside. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
Boy, I like the fact that's intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be in their face all night long.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. 6 to shoot. Thompson passes to Irving. From outside, off the mark. I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Thanks, guys. Well, after their three-point shooting abandoned them in the finals, the Mavericks have addressed that shortcoming in a major way, acquiring one of the Splash Brothers, Klay Thompson. Klay is eager for a fresh start and an opportunity, I'm told, to add another ring to his championship resume. This should be a match made in heaven.
Without a doubt. Shams Charania with the report. Hey, Shams, thanks. Thompson in the corner. On the 3 off target.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
To the wing right side. Here's Castle. And the layup falls.
I love that basket from Castle. Heady play from the rookie.
The Mavericks have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Makes it off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Castle. Can't hit from the elbow.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, I mean, he has to connect from there.
Irving finds Doncic. Back to Irving. Lively trying to break loose. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Doncic.
Hey, the skills of Kyrie are obvious, but what isn't so obvious is his underestimated strength.
Paul outside. And Wembanyama up top. He's covered by Washington. That one good for 2. Wembanyama has got his second basket of the game.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Irving. Lively a screen on Johnson. And Thompson kicks to Doncic. Off target with his 3.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Castle misses.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold, this boy. Man.
Lively the pass to Thompson. No good with the triple. San Antonio trailing here. Now, Sohan. Nothing on the board. Paul surveying the floor. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And here's Washington outside. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
That was silky smooth there by Washington. Only takes him a few seconds to lock and load.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He wants to talk to his guys. Spurs making a switch here. Barnes is checked in.
Number 40, Harrison Barnes.
Spurs trail by 4. Pass to Castle. Wembanyama high post. The fader. Again, the miss by the Spurs. For Dallas, they've gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
Good job executing in tight. Ball doesn't fear anybody when he's in attack mode.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, I was able to talk with Coach Jason Kidd. Now, he's in awe of Victor Wembanyama just like everybody else. He said, I don't know that we can stop him. I don't know that we can slow him down. But they want to try and play a physical brand of basketball against him at both ends and see if that has any effect. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Now, here's Thompson. Scoreless thus far. So, Greg, the Spurs last year began 15 and 56, but it was the ending that they're really hanging their head on. They won 7 of their last 11 games.
And over that closing stretch, Wemby averaged 27 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 blocks. A small glimpse into the potential of this young superstar.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Daniel Gafford comes in for Derek Lively. And it's Quentin Grimes in for Irving. Here's Paul. Rebounded by Gafford.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
Collins against Doncic. Pass to Gafford, and Gafford throws it down.
Boy, Doncic, with his size and ball skills and vision, is a master, a maestro in the pick and roll. He can make just about any pass necessary out of the pick and roll set.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Paul passes to Collins. And he can't bank that one in.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Here's Paul. The Mavericks making the shot. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far. And stolen by Barnes. Pass to Paul. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. Kicks it out to Paul. Barnes outside. The 11-footer. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. 43 seconds left here in the first quarter. Washington with it. A 3-ball. Barnes grabs the miss. Paul outside. Pass to Mamu Kelishvili. Shoots over Washington. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give him a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
A different look for Dallas. Maxi Kleber comes in for Washington. And it's Marshall in for Klay Thompson. Then for the Spurs, Wembanyama. He's checked in for Zach Collins. Johnson comes in for Harrison Barnes. And Jones subbed in for Chris Paul. Mavericks leading by 7. Doncic outside. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
He does not lack for confidence. He shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
The Mavericks have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
Defensive foul, Trey Jones. That's his first personal. Second team foul.
That free throw good from Doncic. 8 seconds left to play here in the first. Outside, Jones. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Mavericks lead by 10. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
On the court right now for the Spurs, we've got Johnson. Wembanyama's out there with Collins. Then it's Trey Jones. And it's Branham in at the shooting guard. Here's Gafford. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Johnson with it. Guarded now by Marshall. Johnson can't get it to go.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Now, here's Gafford. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Clark, you had a chance to defend a lot of great scores in your time in the NBA.
Yeah, and I did. It wore me out too, partner. I mean, I think the attitude of those guys stands out. Their relentlessness, the skill level obviously was there, but it was the relentless pursuit of the basketball and scoring opportunities. Bernard King, Larry Bird, Alex English, Marcus Johnson was near the tail end of his prime, but he was a problem too. I mean, there were a number of guys in that. Kelly Tripucka. Woo! Yeah, it'll make my head spin.
The Spurs shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
And he knocks down the first one. Well, you look at these role players the Mavs have, Clark. They've done a great job.
They really have, Kevin. I mean, the front office identified who the players were that could best play with their core stars. Needed defenders and guys that could catch and shoot the three. They went out and loaded up the roster with those perfectly fitting role players.
Now, here's Marshall. Hasn't made one yet.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Jones dishes to Johnson. Takes the three, and that comes off the assist by Jones. Johnson's got it back down to single digits for the Spurs. Jones against Irving. Pass to Grimes. Gafford sets the pick for Kleber. Shoots the three. Hits it from three-point range. And the Mavericks lead by 11.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Now here's Jones. Johnson, a wide open look. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Oh, the quick response from Johnson. He goes right back at him with the three.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. And here's the 2K leaderboard with the list of the league's top shot blockers from last season. Victor Wembanyama, number 1.
It happened so often. I'd say to myself, there's no way he can get to that shot, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, and it go down as another block.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 5. Pass to Kleber. Over to the left wing. Gafford passes to Grimes. Kleber. Not 3 off the mark. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the San Antonio Spurs. Trailing here by 8. Count that one.
You're going old school on him, Johnson, with the mid-range, a rarity in today's NBA.
And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's foul number 2 for him. Mavericks making a switch here. Dinwiddie's checked in. San Antonio also making a switch. Barnes is checked in. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And that one's good, Irving.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Spurs trail by 8. Here's Branham. There's a screen by Collins. Branham can't get it to go. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Pass to Gafford. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. The shot, no good. Good defense by Wembanyama. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The Mavericks at last season's trade deadline added length by acquiring Daniel Gafford and P.J. Washington. Coach Jason Kidd says they help on both ends. Gafford has the ability to roll, he has great hands. P.J. can put the ball on the floor and guard 1 through 5. And then defensively, they both bring physicality. Kevin?
Yeah, but there is an argument to be made. That was one of the best trades at midseason this league has seen in a very long time.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Still scoreless. Kleber sets the screen for Irving. Off target from outside. Spurs trail by 9. Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout, looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. And the Mavericks with some changes. P.J. Washington, he's checked in for Maxi Kleber. Luka Doncic comes in for Kyrie Irving. And it's Hardy in for Spencer Dinwiddie. Now, here's Doncic. He's got 7. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Personal foul. 13.
Them one on Castle.
You know, from the moment Luka entered the league, despite the naysayers, he's been a star, a legitimate star. And that's something you don't see very often.
And really, Clark, Luka Doncic is a one-man wrecking crew on the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, he really is. I mean, he's special. His IQ, his size, the way he can make shots against tough defense. He's got the lean back. He's got the crafty moves. And I think he's a lot stronger and a little more athletic than people give him credit for being. I mean, without a doubt, he's one of the most unique and best players that we've seen in the game.
And also, they were in the top 10 when it came to fast break points. You had to be ready to get back in a hurry or this team would run it down your throat.
And Greg, what stands out to me the most is their turnover ranking. They were never careless with the ball, never played out of control. The Spurs making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. Here's Sohan. He has yet to score. Shot clock at 6. Wembanyama finds Paul. You know, Greg, with the combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all 5 guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake.
And the first one drops. Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
They never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
Luka with so many physical gifts, taking flight right there.
Spurs trail by 8. Wembanyama left side. Johnson outside. Wembanyama sets a screen for Johnson. San Antonio again missing. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Pass to Gafford. Doncic outside. From the arc. The triple! Doncic!
I'll tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding, let him eat.
Here's Paul. And the rejection by Gafford. And here's Hardy. And they're moving it up. Pass to Sohan. Spurs passing it around. Castle missing. Dallas leading by 11. Washington inside. Defended by Paul. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. No good on the 3.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Pass to Castle. Now Johnson. Here's Sohan. He's looking for Wembanyama and finds him. And stolen by Wembanyama. Here's Paul. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. Paul's got 6.
That's his bread and butter. Paul is still one of the best from the mid-range.
Now, here's Doncic. He's tightly guarded. Here's Hardy. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Paul. Gets that one to drop. That's his third field goal in 8 tries.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Doncic. Doncic with a strong move inside.
Luka Magic has been on display tonight. He is in full control, piling up the points.
30 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Castle. Wembanyama, a screen. Free throw line jump shot. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Doncic has got 5 rebounds tonight.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game. Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, BJ. Hot start offensively. How do you continue that in the second half?
I think we did a great job of attacking the rim and kicking out to our teammates and making open shots. So we got back away from that in the second quarter, but we got to do a better job of that coming out of halftime.
Stick with what works, right? Thanks for your time, man. Back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. An uphill battle so far for the San Antonio Spurs.
Well, their problems start on the backboard, and it's not just a few unlucky bounces. It's an activity, Shaq.
Which is something you can fix if you want to, but I'm not seeing a lot of want to from them.
And next up on the docket, a look at some upcoming games. For the Celtics, they'll be up against the Wizards in Washington. 7 p.m. Eastern is the tip-off.
I'm looking for a possible upset in that one.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game, Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Mavericks leading by 11. Washington and Lively hold down the post for him. Irving on the wing along with Thompson. And it's Doncic in at the point guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
Anywhere on the arc, Thompson is a threat. You have to do all you can to run him off that line.
Ball is screen on Irving. Here's Castle. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that now.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for him.
Johnson with the stuff.
Rocking that rim. Keldon Johnson, a big physical wing.
To the left wing. Lively finds Doncic. Back to Lively. Just 5 on the clock. Thompson for 3. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Johnson can't hit.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
All right, a moment here to check out stats for Kyrie Irving. He's coming off an excellent season. Last season, he chipped in about 25 per, 5 assists and 5 rebounds. And really, he sets the table for this team with his playmaking.
Unselfish, at times to a fault. He just makes everybody around him better.
And then Johnson with the dunk.
Clearly, Johnson is in attack mode tonight. He's going after shots and making a big effort for his team.
On the wing, Doncic, defended by Paul. The kick out to Irving. Off target from three-point range. Spurs trail by 11. Sohan inside. Washington's on him. Spurs working the ball around now. Pass to Wembanyama. And Wembanyama with the flush.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
Doncic kicks to Thompson. Here's Irving. That one a little long.
You know, guys, you can tell he wants to contribute more, but his teammates have picked up the slack for him. That's what being on the team is all about.
Count that bucket.
I like how Tassel plays at his pace, celebrating when he wants to.
Let's give a look now at the 2K leaderboard to see who led the league in assists last year. Second, Luka Doncic.
Very few guys pass the ball better than he did. I mean, he didn't just have eyes in the back of his head. It's almost as if he had them on both sides, too.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. That free throw good from Doncic.
You know, one of the things I like about watching Doncic is the pace he plays at. You're not going to speed him up. He plays at his pace, the pace he dictates.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Pass to Sohan. Here's Castle. 7 points in the game. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Led by as many as 14 points.
Yeah, you know, guys, this has been far from his best game. A disappointing outing for both him and the team.
Nice shot by Thompson.
I really believe we can go ahead now and lock Klay Thompson in on the short list of the greatest pull-up shooters in the NBA. And we might be talking the all-time list here.
Here's Sohan. He's covered by Washington. Sohan inside. Washington's on him.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Johnson, the pass to Sohan. Basket is good, the assist from Johnson. Sohan's got 4 points in the quarter.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Over to the wing. Pass to Castle. Wembanyama, a screen. Out to the right wing. In the corner, Sohan with it. Over Washington. Another one falls for San Antonio.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. 6-point game. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Suns at Footprint Center in Phoenix. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. You asked Greg Popovich about Victor Wembanyama, and he says Victor's a different player. He's got talents, and you don't want to take that out of him. I tried to do that with Manu Ginobili, and I learned my lesson. Just shut up and let him play. Victor does some amazing things. His game is all-encompassing. Kevin?
That's a great way to put it, D.A. It is all-encompassing. Wembanyama is one of one. Hey, thank you for the report. Marshall, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Greg, you love this topic more than anyone. When you think about the best ball handlers of all time, where does Kyrie Irving rank on your list?
Well, you know, I think, Kevin, he's at the very top. I've never seen anyone else pull off some of the things he does. Certainly makes a strong case for the best ever.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Dallas.
Well, you know, they've been tremendous, I think, when it comes to sharing the basketball. You know, getting guys involved on the plays and creating offensive opportunities for everybody. Equal opportunity offense is fun to watch.
And another thing they've been doing all game long is knocking down the three. Shooting has been a big part of their game plan tonight.
Quentin Grimes is checked in for Dallas.
Substitution on the
Spurs trail by 9. Barnes outside. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Dallas has gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Back to Doncic. Dallas moving the ball around. Thompson in the corner. Good, and the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got his 7th assist in the game.
Such a silky, smooth stroke from deep. Thompson, excellent accuracy.
Branham, the pass to Collins. And the rejection by Gafford.
In the third. 2 minutes.
Thompson against Barnes. Back to Thompson from the line. Gafford kicks to Doncic. Tries yet again, and it's blocked. Missed it, even after all those chances. Spurs trail by 12. Paul passes to Branham. Paul against Doncic. Lets the three fly. Trains the three-pointer. Paul's got 13.
And now they're shooting it pretty well. That was not something we would have said in that first half.
Over in the corner, Marshall gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Mavericks lead by 12.
I like Doncic's willingness to share the ball. He wants to see other guys involved in producing.
Sandro.
And then just hammer it home, why don't you?
He might not be the athlete that some of the other big men are in this league, but my goodness, he still knows how to finish.
Well, he doesn't count on elevation or hang time, that's for sure, but he can still get it in the basket.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Branham pulls it in. Spurs trail by 10. For the three. He can't get it to go.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
For the screen on Paul. And here's Doncic from the arc. And it's good. That bucket takes him to 9 for 14.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Well, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Pass to Thompson. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Oh, he got it!
Ice cold.
He beats the buzzer!
Count it up!
Oh, big time shot!
How about that?
Woo.
Yo!
Oh, beats the buzzer from way down court. These fans are stunned.
And so it's Dallas with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And we'll be back with you shortly. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And the final quarter.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And San Antonio has possession, trailing by 10. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. On the court right now for the Spurs, they've got Wembanyama. Also Collins out there. Barnes out there with Jones. And it's Branham in at the 2. Now here's Jones. Over Irving. Rebounded by Gafford. Gafford's got 11 rebounds in the game.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Here's Jones, and it goes down 2 points. Jones has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for San Antonio. Outside Irving. And they call the foul, so he's got the and-one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Boy, great display of concentration and tenacity from Irving there. Fighting his way through contact, getting it up and down, plus the
Defensive foul. Trey Jones. That's his second personal. First team foul.
And that one falls for Irving. Kyrie Irving has got to be as skilled a player as we've seen in the NBA.
Well, I tell you what, I don't know if I've ever seen a better layup maker than him. I played against Isaiah Thomas and read about Nate Archibald and some of the other great small ball guards. But, man, this kid, Kyrie Irving, well, young man now, 50, 40, 90 on the season. And a lot of times he's making acrobatic layups against 6'9", and 7-foot guys. Special.
Back to Irving. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
Irving so good and crafty at being able to get things done with the high percentage shot inside.
Wembanyama outside. It's rebounded by Dallas. Gafford's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Irving looking over the floor. Over in the corner, Washington. And stolen by Wembanyama. Pass to Branham. Knocks it loose. Marshall with the steal. Gafford kicks to Washington. Here's Marshall. Oh, and the jam by Marshall.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. And here's Jones. Barnes left side. Outside for Wembanyama. No good on the triple.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Both teams will make substitutions. Paul passes to Johnson. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter. Wembanyama, a screen on Washington. He gets it in there.
He's doing his best to carry him, fellas, but he can only do so much. things would be different for them if he was getting a little more help.
On the wing, Doncic, defended by Paul. Irving for three. Rebound by Johnson.
Well, in most games he can knock it down from deep, but it just isn't there for him in this one.
Paul, no one around him. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson. Paul's got 11 in the second half. Doncic left side. The tray. That one, no good. Spurs trail by 13. Here's Castle. Paul with the ball, off on the layup. Thompson inside. He's guarded by Johnson. And Thompson kicks to Washington. Pass to Doncic. Thompson for three. Hits the three-point bomb.
And he's caught fire from long range here in the second half.
And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Here's Sohan. He's covered by Washington. Again, the miss by Paul. Mavericks leading by 16. And Thompson kicks to Washington. Paul with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. And the basket by Castle.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Paul against Doncic. Irving with a clean look. Another three for Dallas.
Never lacking confidence. Zero hesitation from Kyrie there.
Spurs trail by 17. Paul right side. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Paul's got 5 points now this quarter.
You know, the defense has to be better. I mean, you can't give up that look.
Doncic passes to Washington.
2 minutes remaining.
A three-pointer off the mark.
2 minutes.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Pass to Castle. That one's not going to go.
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
Lively. And finished off by Lively.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
San Antonio calls timeout. They trail by 17. And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Luka Doncic.
Sensational game for him in terms of shooting efficiency. He's taken nothing but high percentage shots. That's how he's managed to hit over 60% from the field. I mean, making just about everything he's looked at.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. Wembanyama finds Sohan. Back to Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
The drive by Doncic. Outside Irving. Pass to Lively. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
Rim running, shot blocking, rebounding, Lively, elite in all 3 categories.
To the surprise of some, Derek Lively made an immediate impact as a rookie.
Count me amongst those folks, Kevin. I saw him in college, and I liked his potential, and I thought it would take a while longer for him to have an impact, but boy, he has exceeded expectations in a big way. And because of his shot blocking and energy, running the floor, rim running, and the like, he's earned himself some nice minutes as a contributing player.
Back when you played, Greg, the offseason was more of a dead period for the league. Not anymore. They want to make it year-round. Every month, something's going on.
Kevin, I love Vegas Summer League. It's given us some extra hoops. It's created a ton of excitement for the future. And also the trades and signings. The NBA is a 12-month-a-year league.
They grabbed their own miss. And the dunk by Doncic.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Mavericks.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
Especially because they're going to get together 3 more times this season. You love to get an opponent figured out early when you're going to be seeing them that often.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Luka Doncic.
Well, the defense just couldn't figure him out, and he continued to put it to him.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Wesley. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Well, for the Mavericks, they can just run out the clock. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Kevin, thank you. Hey, Luka, another win for you, but the games keep coming. So what's the most important thing for this team to establish?
I mean, compete, you know, the way we compete today from the start till the end. The game is never over, and just compete.
I think it's important that you compete. Congrats on the win, man. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game, Luka Doncic.